Really now? You mustn't shirk your duty, lest you forget 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
I'm well aware of that, thank you.
Wonder if anyone will notice I stay here a bit.
Suppose I... Not to look forward to, but a long day. That's quite enough.
This might be worth a read.
Let's have a look then.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master.
I'd heard tell of a beggar doing well for him. So where's he get his coin then?
Aye, got some coin to spare your hump. What would you of me? I'll have no trouble.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
And should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat.
Why, you there. Your presence is requested at the tavern this evening. Who's the one requesting? I didn't ask. 'Tis none of my concern. The fellow said aught about the usual place.
Interested in my wares?
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. I pray my efforts aid your cause. Tis a pleasure to meet you. Tis a pity we must part after sharing such a journey. If ever you've need of an ear to listen, you have but to ask. You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty.
All told, I'm rather satisfied with my performance.
It will be an honor to serve by your side. A troubling rumor has reached my ears, and methinks I ought to share it. 'Tis said there is an illness pawns can contract beyond the rift that inflicts unspeakable harm on those around them. As it progresses, the pawn gradually loses all self-control, and in time will even cease to heed the Arisen's commands.
Indeed. Well, we shall have to remain watchful, lest one of our company should start showing signs of this sickness.
Go on, have a look. Business hasn't been the best for some time now. Pleasure doing business with you.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
Careful, Master. You know not what to expect from this end.
My, I'm trapped like a rat in a cage. This Arisen's both shrewd and fleet of foot. Ah, 'tis obvious, no? I am an agent. Let's just say there are some who don't want you wandering about as you please. I was to report on your comings and goings, you see, but I suppose that job's over, now you found me out. So, how about it, friend? Will you let me go? I've no reason to trouble you any further. Aye, aye. You'll have your coin. That's how this works, isn't it? Greed will get you nowhere, friend. But worry not. You won't need it where you're headed.
Pray, follow me.
My curative magics are at your disposal. Hold. I grant your weapon a magical boon.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
This can't be how it ends.
Much more of this.
My legs are stiff as boards off the train.
When does my watch do this?
I'm in no hurry to leave.
Methinks this can only be destroyed from the other side.
Plainly speaking, 'tis a bother.
I cannot fall to balance. I can do no less than me, if you would.
How dare you! Sounds great with your equipment. Isis's thing is yours to wield.
This wound is proof of my negligence.
It's a glad thing we rested when we did.
We must not let down our guard. A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
Flawless execution.
Let us try for the same result with our next attack. In another world, I learned that a forgotten riftstone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master? Methinks I know where that is. Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
Shall we make our way there and see what's to be seen? I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look. Pray, follow me.
Let my magic grant you an elemental boon.
We have arrived. 'Tis of dire import we unmask the false sovereign. To that end, we must travel to Vermund's eastern edge. I can guide you to the place, Arisen, or thereabouts.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics.
I should only hope I serve to satisfaction.
'Twill be an honor to serve by your side.
Follow me, if you would.
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Hang in there, Master. I am coming to assist. Battle is best avoided here. Take the power of ice and turn it against our foes.
That was hard won.
We ought to consider this a lesson. This is what befalls one who lets down their guard.
Great, follow me.
We are under attack.
A moment of indecision may spell out doom.
I understand.
In traversing other worlds, I came to know of a treasure chest in this area. Perchance you'd like to see it. Follow me, if you would.
You there! Are you looking to enter the village? You'd best go elsewhere, friend. What's wrong about this place? There's no business to be had here, that's for sure.
That man just now seemed rather on edge. What could he have seen here to inspire such suspicion?
Is that who I think it is?
What's all this about?
This way, Master.
Fancy looking for wares?
I'll sleep soundly tonight. This is the inn. We've room to spare if you're looking to spend the night. Of course, nothing's free in this world.
Shall we get some rest then?
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Ready to forge on?
Fancy a look at my wares? Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Always a pleasure.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
look at my wares?
Well met, sir.
I'm not interested.
Can't say I've any tidings to share.
Greetings. I must say I'm impressed by your intuition, sir. You found me out far sooner than most. I trust you are enjoying your sojourn in our fair village. If you have any questions, ask away. I should be glad to aid you. If aught about our humble village seems strange to you, that is easily explained. For 'tis here that thieves are instructed in the skills they require. To begin with, those who wander into the village are evaluated for their potential aptitude. Of course, you are no exception. That you stand here now is proof you were deemed a worthy candidate. Which is to say, you have my approval as the Thiefmeister. Is there aught else you'd care to ask? You're curious what I know of you? Quite a bit, I should think. Naturally, I'm not the only one. Our village has its own network of spies and informants, you see, and your title tends to make you stand out among the rumors we collect. You're the second arisen to come to Vermund, and you've allied yourself with Captain Brant against the Queen Regent. In response, she's... Oops. I mustn't say another word. Don't misunderstand. I'm no ally of the Queen Regent. I merely strive to maintain neutrality in political matters. Those who deal in information must ne'er align themselves with a particular power. Sir, is there aught else you care to ask? Arthur, you say? I've lived in this village many a year, but I can't say I've heard of someone by that name. My apologies. Is there aught else you care to ask? Aye. Take care, then. You, sir, are worthy of inheriting my ultimate technique. Once mastered, 'twill allow you to fell all foes, both minuscule and mighty. Take it, and do with it what you will.
This looks as if 'twould fetch a hefty sum.
Whether or not we make the sale is for the Arisen to decide.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Look.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
By your command, Arisen.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I'm by your side.
No seen you about. You the outsider? My lords, come on, follow me. I've something real nice.
I suppose I could indulge. Oh, you've a sharp eye. Suppose I ought not to have underestimated you. Sir Arisen. You wonder how I know? For starters, 'tisn't just me. The entire village recognizes you for what you are, cuz, naught mysterious about it. We've our sources, and that's all I'm saying. But don't worry yourself. I'm actually on your side, in a sense. Can't offer you any help, though. Village code and all that. Still, I suppose I could give you a bit of advice. If I were you, I'd try doing to someone else what I was just doing to you. Know what I mean? I've a hefty wager riding on you, cuz. Don't let me down, eh?
Do to someone else what I just did to you? What could she have meant by that?
Whatever it is, I'll thank you to leave me out of it.
One never can have too many of these.
Let us take care when and how we put them to use. Fancy a look at my wares?
What brings you here? What brings you here?
Fancy a look at my wares? Ah, now here's a surprise.
A splendid discovery. Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
We are none of us alike in vocation.
We shall remain here.
You made it after all. Guess that means I win. Oi, you lot best pay up. Dear me. You didn't disappoint, did you? You've done well. Seems only fair I answer any questions weighing on you. Go on. Ask away. Figures you'd want to know about him. We're supposed to be neutral. Ordinarily, I wouldn't say a word about one of our jobs. But I suppose I can tell you, the situation being what is. His real name is Dara. He was one of us, but he's been exiled. We had no choice, see? After he went off to play the false arisen, we're men and women of shadow. Center stage isn't our place to stand. That's why he was cast out. He'll ne'er be part of our village again. That all you wanted to ask? For all this, Dara was in line to become the next thief maester. But he failed. Took a massive injury to the chest during the trial. So the title fell to me. That's when he went off, saying he used the scar on his chest to pose as the Arisen. And what a scheme that turned out to be, eh? Now he gets to sit pretty on the best seat in the kingdom. Still, you'd have a hard time proving that he's not who he says he is. He's a wily one, that Dara. Always was careful not to leave behind a shred of evidence. But we can't have him thinking that he gets to go off and enjoy a peaceful life in a lap of luxury after breaking our code. Methinks he needs something to remind him of the debt he owes us. Here, this should do the trick. Now, as to the Maester's teaching, not sure you'll be able to use it to its fullest potential, but I'll show it to you. That all you wanted to ask? What can I say? Not many people bother with this place. Luckily for me, you were different. Knew I was right to bet in favor of the Arisen. Anyway, most visitors get fooled into going up to the manor. We send them packing with a trifle, and if they don't question it, good riddance. Anyone that complacent has got no business being a thief. We only train the rare few who make it here. Some might go so far as to say that the entire village was built around this spot. That all you wanted to ask? Aye. Till next time, then.
Lonely place. Not without its charms.
Can't say I've any tidings to share.
You're here! I've been waiting for you.
Huzzah!
Thank you, sir.
How dare you? This won't do.
Yeah? What is it?
You're the one, then? Fie. I'd hoped I'd not be seeing you here.
I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet life.
Isn't there anything to do round here?
All this worrying's giving me an achy back.
I've things to do, if you don't mind. Always sets me to thinking, this place.
Greetings, Master. Is this where you've been all this while?
Do take care not to stray so far next time.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Pray, follow me. Are you coming, Master? Our path is here.
Aught appears to have changed since we were last here. Let us proceed with due caution.
What could be the cause? This demands further investigation. The sky is radiant, isn't it?
These beams are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
This thing is yours to wield. I believe in the code of life. We ought to extinguish our lanterns lest the sun continue.
One of us has been drenched.
Bear in mind, pride against peril. melee attacks are our best bet against this threat.
Then we know what must needs be done. A campsite lies near here. I remember passing by it on my travels beyond the rift.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall...
Follow me, if you would.
You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find. We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might.
Shall we set it rolling? We have reached our destination. Burning the midnight oil, I see.
Ord fell from the beast as it breathed its last.
"'Tis this way."
Now, what might that be? Grant you an elemental boon.
Well done, Master.
together now! We attack at once!
A focused attack will end this foe.
This material can be used to enhance equipment, and is a rarity besides.
We shall have to think long and hard about what to do with it.
Pray, follow me. Phantoms! Follow me, if you would.
Kinda hard. We're barely scraping by.
I'm nodding off where I stand. Grant your weapon a magical boon.
Strike me if you can!
So close a call offers no solace in victory.
We ought to consider this a lesson.
My knowledge from other worlds tells me that a forgotten riftstone lies near here. Shall I lead the way? One moment. I believe we are bound for... Yes, I know the place. Pray, allow me to show you the way.
I say we set out at once. The sooner we arrive, the sooner we find out what we're dealing with.
Here we are. I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace discuss...
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently.
Would you mind coming over here? This way, Master. How are we to get through this door? There's much needs doing. Pray, follow me.
No easy answers here.
Where to now?
We have reached our destination.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you a moment? You will want to hear this. 'Tis information of great import. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, Your Majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious package to a man named Allard, a minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain on scene, 'tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from prying eyes. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. We must get to the bottom of it. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. What say you, Your Majesty? Are you willing to undertake this task? I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn. Pray, use that time to infiltrate and uncover aught worthy of... There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, Your Majesty? This appears to be a bill calling for the arrest of a man named Dara. But hold a moment. Does this man's countenance not bear an uncanny resemblance to that of the false sovereign? I see. If Your Majesty is certain that the two are one and the same, then I am convinced as well. However, I'm afraid this paper alone does not constitute sufficient proof. Ah, but of course. I surmise Your Majesty intends to post the bill and invite suspicion. A clever plan. The Queen Regent will be forced to deny any connection to our new sovereign, yet will be unable to remove the bill from the public eye. Furthermore, 'twill serve as an attestation to Dara's existence, which shall remain an undeniable truth till the man resurfaces. And all the while, the doubts lurking in the hearts of the citizenry will continue to deepen. A clever ploy indeed. I shall attend to this matter personally. I've no doubt that this bill will prove its worth in due course. You have my gratitude, Your Majesty. Your aid has been invaluable.
So, false sovereign operates at the behest of Queen Regent Disa. The spider has woven her web rather carefully.
There is much we ought to tend to if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds. But as I hear it, he is now well enough to walk unaided. And so, in honor of his supposed valor, they have been holding masquerade in the palace of late. The false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. Even the matter of from where he hails remains a mystery. But mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you a glimpse into the man behind the mask. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? My thanks. Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. I shall have them ease security. So pray, slip into the venue through whatever opening presents itself. Once your infiltration is successful, you will need only don a mask and act the part of an invitee. Few will think to be wary if they believe you a fellow masquerader. Here, this should suffice to help you blend in. Take care, Your Majesty. There is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, you will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining the other revelers.
Follow me, if you would.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen. Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to Your Majesty's cause. I refer to Waldar, a magistrate. Many a time has Disa demanded Waldar amend the code of Vermund to her own benefit. And many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, he now sits in a cell beneath the palace. Our laws dictate that Your Majesty is our rightful ruler. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldar will be willing to vouch for Your Majesty. What say you? Might you be willing to aid me in arranging the magistrate's release? I've prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. Pray, this mission demands the utmost secrecy. Prithee be cautious, Your Majesty. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid.
Over here, if you please. Pawns aren't permitted entry to the palace, but I would see you to the entrance if I may. Over here, if you please. Now seems a fine time to sort through your belongings, Master.
Lessening our load will help to keep us light on our feet.
Try all I might. I can't get this.
There's a ladder here.
Ah, excellent find. A good sleep will ensure we are... Though our foes were familiar, our tactics were most novel. 'Twas an edifying journey all in all.
Good morrow, everyone.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust.